welcome back to the Aussie Dime Dotters. Today we'll be covering a few more games and the trade that just happened. James Harden to the Clippers.
He's a Clipper finally. It only took him a couple months, but he got there.
Yeah, so Clippers got Harden, PJ Tucker, and Philip Petrusev. I don't know about you guys. I have no idea who that guy is.
No, I think he got waived or traded onto a third team anyway. So,
and then Philly got Marcus Morris, Rocco, Batum, Kenyon Martin Jr., 2 first picks, and a pick swap with 2 second picks. Philly got a lot of picks, I won't lie, but
I'm going to say I think Philly got absolutely fleeced.
Yes.
For Harden, for the caliber of player that Harden is.
And we're giving up a decent role player, PJ Tucker.
Look, I'm happy to get rid of PJ for Nick Batum. Nick Batum, first game for Philly came out and he was like 3 for 3 for 3. They're the same player.
Yeah.
PJ's just a bit better of a defender.
Is PJ putting up back threes though?
Exactly, so Nick Batum's better.
Yeah, but
he's better for our offense.
PJ's got more hustle.
He's too old, man. He's near retirement at this point.
Yeah.
Like 38 years old.
And he was like on an $11 million contract, so I'm not worried about PJ. But we gave up Harden, who we've seen can be an All-NBA player and an All-Star for, Marcus Morris? For 4 role players. We pretty much did a 4-for-4 swap because they waived Danny Green as well. So pretty much it was just a 4-for-4 player swap with some picks involved. And we don't even play Kenyon Martin. No. He's a decent player, but they don't play.
That's what I was going to say. For the trade, like still feel like the Sixers got screwed over, but Kenyon Martin and the first round picks is still that's probably the best part of the trade if you're looking and being honest with it. But they're not even playing him, so
yeah, which is strange. But Rocco's coming back home where it all started. I'm happy to have him back. He's all right. But
he didn't do much in his debut, to be honest.
I don't expect him to.
I wouldn't expect Nick Batum either.
No, but he did. So yeah, again, you're proving that my Nick Batum.
But I love PJ's heart, his hustle, his defense. I love it all. But I think we can say Philly got absolutely stiffed on that trade.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, they did that because they needed to get rid of Harden because he was bringing down their team morale, right?
He was causing a lot of issues.
Yeah, a lot of issues, which will probably go to the Clippers. I mean, we saw the video of when Harden arrived and Terrence Mann sitting on his phone and he just didn't look happy because he knew he was getting less minutes. I mean, that's the start of something. He'll still play minutes, be a good 6-man, but he'll lose a lot of them because Harden's there now.
Yeah.
But look, Philly's in a good spot at the moment. They're winning games. They're looking okay. Joel's playing well. Tyrese is still playing well. Toby stepped it up. They needed to get rid of Harden, and for what they got back, it's not terrible.
Yeah, for the first time in franchise history, they've got 4 players on their roster averaging 20 plus.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre, Toby, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid. I think that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so it's good that they got Harden out of there, and I think what we need to remember as well is that it was only the Clippers that were going for Harden. No other team wanted him. They didn't want to take a shot on him. So they could have taken away 2 first-round picks. They could have taken away 2 of the other decent role players because no one else was really in a bidding war for him.
Yeah, and looking at it up at Clippers, and that's fair. No one else wanted him. So, yeah.
We'll skip forward. We'll go to his debut. Harden's debut, which was only the other day. It took him a while to play. PJ played the next day almost.
Yeah, he literally played the next day, yeah.
But Harden's nah.
Needs some time.
Yeah, which, whatever.
And then he plays debut, and the Clippers lost.
Thank God. Up the Knicks. Up the Knicks.
The thing with the Clippers team, so they're starting lineup, they have a good starting lineup. They have the 4 superstars with Zubac in them. But they have too many superstars, I feel like. Everyone's putting up, 15 points, 20 points.
Yeah.
But that doesn't get them over the edge. Even PG only had 10 points, to be honest, because he's not getting enough ball. And he went 2 for 11.
Yeah, he had a bad shooting game, but I can see what you mean. He's a very ball-dominant player. But so is Kawhi.
Yeah, so is Kawhi. And then, Westbrook did all right. 17.4, that's decent for him.
I feel like he'll take a step back. He'll still facilitate the offense in a way, but I feel like he won't chuck as many shots because there is Harden, there is Kawhi, there is Paul George.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's first game. We'll see where it goes from there. But I am excited to see what the Clippers organization are going to work, how they're going to work around James Harden joining the roster.
It is very flooded.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right there.
It's crazy because we look back at the trade and like I'm just reading the names and obviously they're 4 guys they gave up are really good role players like off the bench.
Mm.
What's the Clippers depth like now? We saw them lose to the Knicks who this year have been one of the not worst teams, but they haven't been amazing. They haven't been up to Knicks basketball. Like Julius Randle's shooting a career low 23% from the field.
Yeah, wow.
Like he's having a terrible year. I think Jalen Brunson's numbers are down. I think RJ is like similar to maybe a bit less. Like they're not the same Knicks team and they still pretty much dominated them.
Yeah, it's 14 points. Like, wow, that's not really that close if you look at it in hindsight. I mean, RJ Barrett putting up 26 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. That's a good game.
Yeah.
And then Julius Randle shooting 23%, but he still got 27 points.
Don't get me wrong, he still has good games here and there.
But he's very inconsistent.
But yeah, he's not the all NBA player he was last season.
No.
At all. But
There's honestly, I don't see a reason why that's happened either. Jalen Brunson's only improved as a better point guard,
yeah.
being a better facilitator, and somehow Randall's numbers gone down. It's not like he's getting less touches or anything either.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Just not shooting it well, but that'll come around. Still only the start of the season, couple weeks in. But I mean, we look at Mitchell Robinson, a double-double, 13 and 15 boards. Like from what I've noticed from watching the Clippers, they don't tend to play Zubac a lot of minutes. They tend to go small ball. They're trying to do like a Warriors thing, but it's not working.
It's not working.
Not for them. Like they need Zubac is too good of a player and a center to sit on the sideline for that long. In my opinion.
No, I agree.
Yeah, the Clippers, before James Harden, I feel like they still needed that improvement to get him over the edge. I just don't think James Harden was the right move, but I also think it was the only move.
Yeah.
There's not really any other options out there that could sort of
at the moment
elevate him. Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah.
So, and they've had previous seasons with Kawhi and Paul George getting injured, so they're probably just like, well,
it's crazy to think about now. Like you look at their top 4, right? You got Russ, you got Harden, Kawhi, and PG. Those 4 guys alone, which make up half your roster, are so injury prone. Like I expect PG to be out at some time this season.
Yeah.
Probably at the same time Kawhi is out. Probably at the same time that Harden's out. Like it's weird to say that the one I trust the most to be available is Westbrook.
He's always there. Even on the Lakers, despite not being in the happy times, I guess you could say, he still went out there. He played the most games, I'm pretty sure, the whole starting lineup.
But he's getting up there in age. Like I can see maybe a couple of games where all 4 of them are out at once. Like all it takes is a couple of injuries. And as I said, we know how injury prone at least PG and Kawhi are. Even Harden with his hamstring issues.
And he's just out of shape.
Yeah.
He really is out of shape. I was watching the game and I was just like, wow.
Yeah, I don't know what the Clippers are going to do. Actually, they need to just outscore their opponent. I know in hindsight, that's just what it sounds like. But
That's basketball.
That's basketball. But their defensive, the defense attributes in the roster just aren't there. Like if you're going to have the 4 superstars, Kawhi's got good defense, yeah. Westbrook's got decent defense. But other than that, their roster their defense isn't great. But they have 4 scoring superstars. So you literally just have to score and score and score and hope that you get lucky on defense. I mean, God, yeah. Like especially with their depth now, especially what they've given to Philly, it's going to be hard for them to, I think, really come back. But it's first game.
Like I'll always go across to the Warriors pace, and like you think of like the scoring superstars, you're like, oh, maybe the Clippers should try that. But if they play at a fast pace, we know it's going to end in injuries.
Exactly.
It's not going to end up well for them.
It honestly just takes one of them to be in their prime.
Yeah.
To have a really good team. Kawhi, PG, even Westbrook, I reckon, or James Harden. Just if one of them was in their prime and the other 3 were the same age, I reckon that team would be sweet.
Yeah, but no, I trust Paul George's defense. He's a 3-and-D type of guy.
Defense, yeah.
But he's also a scorer. He needs to shoot better. He needs to take more than 11 shots, first of all. He
Right.
needs to shoot better than 2
But
for
how
11.
is he going to shoot more than 11 shots? Imagine all.
Harden needs to take a step back and be more of a disher.
Yeah, like.
Unless he's running that second unit. If Harden's on with that second unit, he can do whatever.
But they're just not going to do that, are they?
Yeah, it's only first game with him. We don't know what they're gonna do. For all we know, when Terrence Mann gets back, they could start him, move Harden to the 1, and bring Russ off the bench. Like it's the same with CP that we were talking about at the start of the season. We didn't know what they were gonna do, and now he's coming off the bench. So, like, time will tell what the Clippers will do. But no, they've got some decisions to make moving forward. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, let's move away from the Clippers. We'll talk about. Let's go to the in-season tournament. How about that?
Which was a great first preview of it all.
First day of it was very entertaining. I won't lie.
I want to start with OKC Warriors. That was the first game I watched, and that was just one of the best regular seasons in season tournament. But for what's normally a regular season game, it's one of the most entertaining ones I've watched.
No, sorry.
That was just so good, and that was without Shea. Shea wasn't even there.
Yeah, both teams putting 140 points. That's pretty impressive. OKC obviously have a young core, and to do that now before their possible prime in the future, that's very impressive. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. Steph with 30 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists.
MVP type of things. He's not going to take out Jokic, but like he's up there. I'm telling you, he's up there.
He's doing these things. It's very impressive.
He is carrying that squad by himself. He is carrying that squad.
Now, no, so CP3 came off the bench. 1 point, 2 rebounds, but 13 assists. Wow.
That's what I expect him to do.
That's what I would prefer to see from point guard than
Point
James
guard.
Harden.
Point God, he is.
It's,
one point's a bit. There you go. And I know he missed a couple of shots. He's middies, but again, he's getting up there in age. If he wants to focus on facilitating the ball, that's okay with me.
I mean, it worked. They ended up winning.
I mean, well, look how many he dished out to Sarge. Sarge had 20 points.
Yeah, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And that's all in 19 minutes. Like,
pretty impressive.
He scored more than a point a minute. That's wow.
To me, Dario Sarge just feels like a warrior.
Yeah.
He can space the floor. He can play deep. Like, he's just a warrior. Like, he's meant to be. He fits perfectly in with what they're trying to do there. So I enjoy seeing him play. Yeah, no, especially after coming back, from injury.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Held him out for a couple of seasons, really.
Yeah,
no, he's looking good.
He fits in really well. Like I say, he spaces the floor. His 3-point shot looks very nice. He's a good finisher around the ring. He's got great defense. He's real good. He's a real good player coming off the bench. I won't lie. Yeah. Honestly, that Golden State team. Look, me personally, I know it's last season. I don't think they're finals bound. That's just me.
Wow.
They have a really good team.
I just want to have a look what he said in the first one.
I don't know.
Predicting our finals.
I didn't say that was finals.
I said Warriors Celtics, and I'm pretty sure it was that's the same around the table.
Did I say it? I don't think I said that.
Well, we can check the tapes.
We can watch that.
We can check the tapes.
Anyway, going to OKC, Lou Dort, 29 points, 6 for 6 from 3.
Sharp shooter.
Wow. Yeah. That's
Sharp shooter. That's all I've got to say.
That is a lights out game for Lou Dort. Now, that's not going to happen every game, but that is a fantastic game.
He is capable.
Yeah,
he is. Especially when Shea's out.
And then, Chet putting up 24, 8, and 5.
I just want to pause this game real quick. This Rookie of the Year race so far, it's a movie. Like, it's insane. You can genuinely have a case for both Victor and Chet.
You can.
Like, they're both insane. Like, Victor so far had that 38-point game the other day against the Suns. Just saying he owns the Suns, the 20-point comeback win. And then they almost blew it, but they still won. He owns the Suns and KD. But 38 points, he's got the career high, but what Chet's doing is, he's shooting at, 50% from 3
The percentages, absolutely crazy for a rookie.
That's...
Yeah, while we're on the
insane.
rookie topic, can we talk about Scoot Henderson? Come on.
Your take is Scoot Henderson winning Rookie of the Year?
How much is he averaging right now? 4 points?
Maybe 6. Maybe 6. We'll give him benefit of the doubt, man. Look, he's still finding his feet, especially with that team that he's on in Portland. That's a bit I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I just
Like I said in the first one, do not like it.
No.
Do not like that Portland team at all.
Yeah, I think he's like 3 for 15 from 3 or something like that. Like his percentages are really low. I thought he'd fit in the NBA quite nice considering what he's doing it in the G League before, but he has not found his feet.
not yet.
Yes.
It'll still take time. Like you look at most guards like that, like the ones that come in not being able to shoot it so well. They do tend to struggle for the first season or two before they can find their feet.
Yeah.
They need to improve on shooting because then that opens up what they're good at, especially in the NBA because there's so much better defenders than what there is in the G League.
Yeah, true. But
So
yeah,
give him a couple seasons.
I think give him a couple seasons, and then we can decide if he's a bust or not.
He's only 19,
I
mate.
reckon he's going to be a role player. That's my prediction.
Yeah, honestly, he could just be because he's great on defense. He's rapid. He's agile. Right, he can play in that 3-and-D pretty well. But yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind him being a role player in the future.
I still have high hopes for him. He's 19.
Oh, he's young. He's very young.
Yeah, he's still got time, man. He's still got time. But no, I'm interested to see how the rest of the season plays out with Chet and Victor. Because obviously those are the clear cut 1 and 2, but it's up and down who's in what position is what I think.
Yeah, watching Wemby's just so mesmerizing. It's so fun. I love watching him, man.
I've noticed a lot of Spurs games are on ESPN now. Like it's just Spurs game. It's like Wemby's cool, but Keldon's cool sometimes. Devin Vassell's cool. Sohan's like alright, but there's other teams I prefer to watch than them.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch every second game of Spurs game on ESPN. So that's what the league pass is good for, I guess.
Yeah. Benefits.
But back to the OKC and Warriors game. Now the first 3 quarters, I don't know if Giddy just like he struggled, but he didn't really shoot much. He wasn't aggressive. He came out in the 4th quarter and scored 14 points. He went on like a 9-0 run by himself. And it was like 2 back-to-back N1s, and then he finished with 16. Like that's if he does that the whole game, especially when Shea's not there, that's like a near 30-point triple-double.
Yeah, they have a really good chance. Yeah, if he does that the whole game without the shooting side, which everyone has, but if he doesn't have that shooting side, I would honestly back OKC winning that game. Having that 30-point, triple-double nearly would really just put them just a bit over the edge there.
Yeah, but the Thunder are actually looking good this season. And when Shea's there, like who'd they play the other day? Was it the Hawks, I think? And they absolutely just destroyed them. I was watching that, and it's just a runaway. But no, they're looking good. The Warriors, the game winner by Curry. That I was watching that for a good 5 minutes. The ending of that because Draymond touched the top of the ring and
Interference.
so they were like, oh no, it doesn't count. But then you watched it back and Giddy actually pulled on the net first, so that's why it counted.
I don't think I get it cancels out whatever, but God, that is such a stupid play from Draymond. But he got away with it luckily.
Well, Giddy touched it first. Giddy did.
Yeah, I know, but look, it's Giddy. It's not Giddy's fault.
No, Curry made the shot anyway. It was going in, no matter what. Like, you touch the rim, you're not touching the rim. But if Giddy doesn't do that, they're going into OT.
Yeah.
So.
But you don't know what's going through.
Look, Warriors, 6 games, and they've already had 2 game winners. Like.
Shit, they're kind of close.
That's insane. Yeah. But no, it was fun to watch. So that game, best game of the year so far.
Yeah.
Like a high scoring game, but like good defense. Like
I agree.
Not great defense, but it was okay. Like everyone was just hitting shots.
Exactly.
Put it that way.
Everyone was on, other than Giddy.
Good defense, better offense. Well, he was on in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
That 4th quarter, he was insane.
Yeah, we're going to Nets in Chicago.
Another close game here.
Another close game. Nets taking that home 109 to 107. DeRozan with 24 points. That's pretty standard, I'd say.
One rebound there. I get you getting up there in age, DeRozan, but go get your boards, man.
Yeah. Nah, he doesn't need to do that. Vucevic, 13, 13, and 3. That's a pretty good game, I would say. I do like that from Mitch getting that.
Yeah,
Get
it's
on the
alright.
boards. Yeah, I like that.
I like boards from centers. So.
Yeah.
Good amount of rebounds.
Yeah. Zach Levine, 24, 7, and 5.
No, that's a good
That-
Zach
that-
Levine
that-
game. To
that's
have
a
5
good-
assists with 7 boards.
I like that from him.
But 24, like him and DeRozan, they seem to, like, they're a good pairing, but they're also odd. Because Levine can spark it from 3 and is a really good mid-range shooter. But DeRozan just doesn't shoot threes.
No, he only needs to he only does it when they actually really need to.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they do come trade deadline. If they're going to... I just, like, this team they've got, sure, they may be winning games here and there. They're not a deep playoff team. They're not a championship team. They have to either go back to rebuilding again, or they have to somehow buy in. And I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, it's a tough future for Chicago at this point. I mean, I feel like they haven't fully gelled yet. Like, fully. Like, I know they've had a season to do it, but they haven't understood each other 100% yet. If they do in this season, I reckon they still have a chance, but yeah, it just comes down to...
I don't know, man. Inconsistency from...
It's a yucky situation.
Yeah.
If I was a GM and had to be dropped into any team, one of the last ones I'd want to be Chicago.
Yeah.
Because it's just awkward.
The thing is, you got Levine, who's still, like, he's like 26, 27. We have DeRozan, who's up there in age, and Vucevic. And those are your 2 main players.
Yeah.
And who's coming through that can take over? Like Patrick Williams, sure, but he's a good defender. He's proven that he's inconsistent on offense. Same with Kobe White. He's inconsistent on offense. They just... I don't know. They're in a tough spot, as you said, Daniel. A very tough spot. But we can't take away from what the Nets are doing. Cam Thomas, walking bucket. I don't know if you all saw the video when they were playing the Celtics the other day, and he had Jaylen Brown on him. He's facing the other way, and he's jumped and turned midair, and
jump stop. His back is actually facing
and then he's turned, and it was the cleanest shot I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's a walking bucket. He had 17 points that game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 for 18 from the field. He's getting his shots. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But the thing with Cam Thomas, he makes all his buckets look so difficult. Like, if he's open for a 3, he's not going to make it. If he's got someone standing in his face, he will probably make it. It's so weird to watch, but
he's just a talented scorer at the end of the day. He's a pure scorer.
actually,
And then if he doesn't, he's still got 4 assists. So he's still going to get those couple of times out. But yeah, Mikal Bridges 20 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Pretty standard game for Mikal, I guess.
that's good playing hard defense on the other end because he's a primary defender.
Yeah.
So I take 20 points from him. 2 boards though. Come on, Mikal, you can do better.
Yeah.
You're at least a 6 type of guy.
Finney Smith putting up 21 points.
He's having a good season.
Yeah.
He's averaging like 18 points. And if you told me that, I would have laughed in your face.
Yeah, I really wouldn't expect him to be putting up that much, but
Maybe he just likes Brooklyn. He didn't like the Mavs before.
it's a good organisation. I love the Nets.
You're only saying that because Ben's there.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's had a good game though. 8, 9, and 6. Wow, that is a good game, though.
Yeah, sure. That's alright.
That's
Like,
a good game for them.
that's good for a role player.
Yeah.
No,
Really
it's
good
not a
role
role
player.
You just
player.
have to accept that he's a role
It's
player.
not a role player.
8, 9,
A
and
role
6.
player's not getting a
taking,
triple double.
taking 8 shots a game, that's a role player game.
But look at the stats.
Look at his overall stats.
8, 9, and 6. He's nearly a triple double. I don't think I don't think PJ Tucker's going to go out there and get a triple double. Is he? Yeah.
Different levels to these role players.
When he scores more, we can maybe discuss not being a role player.
What are you trying to say he is? What are you trying to say his role on the team is?
He's like a point center. He's a point center, and I love that.
Role
What?
player. He's still a role player.
No, he's not a role player.
Is he a superstar on that team?
I would say he's close enough to it.
Is he a star?
But Dorian Finney-Smith is more of a superstar than Ben Simmons is right now.
No.
Yes,
no.
yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Benny's my guy.
Sure, he may be your guy, but you have to live with the fact he's a role player.
He's not a role player.
If I ever get like this with Joel, please just like humble me.
Right.
He's a point center who's getting near 10 points a game with more than 10 rebounds and nearly 10 assists. That's not a role player to me. I'm just saying. I love his game. I love what he's doing. Yes, he could be taking a couple more shots. He could be scoring a couple more points, but he's moving his way back into it. It's just getting in the groove. Right? He'll get there eventually. Just give him some time.
If that's what you want to call it, we'll live with that. But
I mean, I respect the rebounds and assists. I do respect and he's consistent with it, but points.
we saw what he
just
can
doesn't
do. We saw what he can do.
He doesn't get enough to not be labelled as a role player.
And right now, he is behind Mikal Bridges. He's behind Cam Thomas. I'd say he's behind.
Yeah, scoring wise, yeah.
No, that's everything wise.
What?
He's behind them. Like if the Nets coach went out and said, you know, I want you to win me a game, they go into Mikal Bridges or Cam Thomas first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair enough because
that puts him as a role
Ben's
player.
not going to have the confidence yet to get the ball. Like he's not going to shoot a game and all that.
Look, I'm rooting for his comeback, but right now he is a role player. I'm not saying that's not going to change because it could, but right now he's a role player on a solid team.
I disagree, but
We can agree to disagree. We can
fine.
agree to disagree on this one.
Fine. Anyway, we'll go to Dallas and Denver.
Two of the top
top
seeds.
Yeah, wow, it was a good game overall. Denver having 125 to Dallas's 114.
Denver being Denver, isn't it?
Yep.
That was the first loss of the Mavs season, I believe. Denver handed them their first loss.
Yes. And fair enough, it's the Denver, right? There's just not much to it. It's just the Joker. MPJ swung the rock. My God, he had an assist.
What is this? I wouldn't even call that swinging the rock.
He's averaging 2 assists. So
Yeah, I mean, that's more than what he did last season.
Yeah.
So.
He's swinging the rock finally. Super up 24 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been boarding them well.
He's been boarding well this season.
Boarding them well.
I do like that from him. Now Aaron Gordon having 18, 8, and 6.
What do you consider Aaron Gordon?
See, he's probably a role player.
But he had more points. He had 1 less rebound and the same assists as Ben Simmons.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I know Aaron Gordon, but he's not going to do that every game. Ben Simmons does that every game.
He's done that quite a few games
that's
this
what I'm saying.
season.
I'm surprised that Aaron Gordon has 6 assists.
But he's done that quite a few games this season. And last season and the finals.
Not last season.
And I still consider him a role player.
No.
Who do you think is a better player between the two?
Right now?
Right now? Okay. Aaron Gordon. Okay. But in the near future, if Ben gains the confidence, which he will, Ben will be a better player.
Sure, I can live with that. But Aaron Gordon, even with those stats, is a role player, which makes Ben Simmons a role player.
Right. Ben's a point center. Aaron Gordon's a role player.
He's a point four.
No, because Ben is bringing up the ball. He's still he's dishing it while dribbling. Aaron Gordon's just, he's not bringing up the ball. That's Joker or Jamal Murray's job, or even KCP at some point. But he's not bringing up the ball. That's my thought process anyway. But then Joker 33 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists.
Role player.
Role player.
Nah, that's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The fact he still gets like 10 assists with near 35 points.
Yeah, he's contributing to like half their points every game.
He's got Dimer on Hall of Fame. Man.
Yeah, Hall of Fame Dimer for general. Like this man is just crazy.
14 boards as well for an unathletic big. I know he's tall, but like.
Well, yeah, he's 7 foot, but
he's not athletic in the slightest, and he's still grabbing 14 boards.
Well, to be fair, he is grabbing them over the rookie. Now, I know the rookie Derek Lively is having a good season, but still, 7 foot to how tall is Derek Lively? Like 6'9", 6'10".
Something like that. But yeah, but there's still 4 other players on the other team and 4 other players on his team.
Fair enough. Jamal Murray, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 13 assists.
No, I don't expect that from him.
Yeah.
That's a lot of assists this one game. That's from Jokic and Murray combined. That's 22 assists.
Yeah.
And then you add in Aaron Gordon's 28. Like, you add in MPJ's 29.
Yeah, I'm expecting Jamal Murray to have, 6'7", let Jokic dish out the ball more. Oh, wow. That is a very good game for Jamal Murray.
Although they had a big loss with him recently, getting injured. And coach came out and said it's going to be a long injury. They don't because it's a hamstring issue.
Yeah.
So obviously they're tough to deal with. They don't know how long he's going to be out for, which sucks. I mean, Reggie Jackson will move up into the starting lineup, which is still good. But they miss him. All star.
It's a big loss, but you're still gonna have Jokic, KCP, and Reggie.
Yeah, they're still going to be good, but they will miss Jamal Murray.
They will. They will miss that 20 points and usually 6 or 7 assists. So it's unfortunate. And then the Mavs. So Luka 34, 10 and 8.
Luka being Luka, but this game here solidifies, at least at the moment, Jokic being MVP over Luka. Because it's a very close race, but this game and the win solidifies Jokic as number one at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
Because of the win. If they lost, then probably Luka. But because Denver are just like unbeatable almost.
I mean, who would you say has just a better team all round? Denver.
By a mile.
Yes. So you can't really like put Luka out of the conversation that much, right?
No, but Jokic is the clear-cut number one MVP. You go ask anyone there, like maybe a couple might say Luka, a couple might say, I don't know, Bron here and there, because he's having a really good season. But you ask anyone who knows basketball, they're saying Jokic.
Yeah, I think Jokic at the moment. Luka's close.
He's close, but like...
I've got Luka at a close. He's definitely second.
Yeah, he's second. He's second. I said it's a clear cut 1 and 2, but Jokic is over him right now.
Okay.
Right now.
That's it.
Not to say it won't change during the season. All it takes is an injury.
I think Luka will get MVP.
Touch wood that it doesn't.
I think Luka will get MVP.
Not if Jokic keeps this up.
Jokic is too consistent.
He does it on a nightly basis.
Yes, every night. And then there was the one game the other week, I think it was against the Thunder, and he said he had a bad game.
Yeah,
and
he's
still
still
put up
like 28, 10 and 10.
Yeah, it's just like, what the hell? So.
No, Luka still puts that up every game. You can't deny that, right? He still does that every game. He's still very consistent.
Luka is very consistent as well. But it's, I will say...
Jokic is over him.
Jokic is over, and Jokic has a better team. I will say, like, his advantage there in the way that he can get assists a lot easier.
So it makes it harder for Luka to get assists.
Yeah, but in saying that, it should also then become easier for Luka to get more points. Because he should be able to get more touches on a team that's got less star power. But then again, you've got Kyrie, who's also ball-dominant player. But, I mean, he has taken a step back, which is good to see because Luka is definitely...
that guy.
Yeah,
he should run that team.
Yeah. So.
But no, I'm sorry. I know you like Luka as much as you like Ben, but Jokic is that guy at the moment. Early days in the season, but Jokic is there, and Jokic is him.
Smith.
No, it's by a fair bit. He could, if he keeps this up, we could see a unanimous MVP quite easily.
Again.
Again? What do you mean again? We haven't seen it since Curry.
No, but when he went back to back, like
another MVP.
Yeah, like another MVP.
Get you. Yeah. But unanimous, that doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen often. No, you're right.
So if that happens, just book him into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely the best passing big of all time. I will give him that.
He's already in the Hall of Fame.
He's already there, but like this, you may as well just induct him now while he's still playing.
Yeah. How old is he?
I think 26, 27.
Oh my god.
But he's still got years if he wants to. Like, we don't know what's going on with his horses and stuff, but if he wants to, he's got years.
Yeah, imagine he just like wins the chip this season, just backs out, just goes to the horse racing, and that's it. That'd be so funny.
Invest in the horse and see you later.
Kyrie, 22, 1 and 7.
Standing Kyrie game.
Yeah, Kyrie.
Yeah, I like Kyrie. Like,
yeah, he's definitely dropped off a bit since the Caps, obviously.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I'm saying, like he's still doing decent for the team and for what he's doing right now. I would say definitely. Like since Brooklyn, actually he was all right at Brooklyn, but just because of that trio. But that trio only played 9 games, to be fair.
Yeah. You wanted to talk about our Aussie boy, Josh Green? We like Josh around here.
We love Josh Green. 13, 5, 2 assists and 2 steals. And he had 27 minutes.
But he's looking good. He's
very
solid.
He's found his feet. He's not just corner sitting anymore, and his defense is elite. Oh my god,
Yeah.
his perimeter defense is so. He's picking people up damn near full court, and it just gets on their nerve, and it causes a bad. God, I love Josh Green.
I wanna see him keep developing.
Yeah.
I'm on that bandwagon. Being an Aussie, I'm a big fan of Josh Green.
Yeah, I love seeing him thrive out there.
Yeah.
And then probably moving away from the NCAA, I think that's enough for me. Going to this this is a regular season game, but Milwaukee beating Brooklyn 129 to 125. Cam Thomas with 45 points.
I told you,
Now-
he's a bucket, mate. He's a bucket.
That is quite some game.
I think he became one of the youngest players to have a stretch of 40-point games or something like that. I think he's the youngest player to have like nine. I'm just chucking it out there, or plus 40-point games.
Yeah.
Like once he got those minutes, he proved that he was a bucket, and he's still proving that he's that guy.
Yeah.
Like as you said, he's a pure scorer. He still averages like 2-3 assists, but he can score the ball with the best of them.
Yeah.
He's up there. He's up there.
He really is. And then Mikal Bridges also putting up 31 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
There we go. I said he was a 6 rebound guy. There's 5. That's respectable.
It's a better game for him, putting up 31 as well.
All-star season loading, mate.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe.
Well, whose team is it then?
I
What do we think? Because last season,
It's yeah.
What, between Mikal and Cam Thomas?
yes, Mikal and Cam Thomas.
Mikal's at the moment.
Mikal.
At the moment.
Mm.
Just because
This game's a bit more inconsistent.
And Mikal's a bit older and more of a vet than what Cam is.
Mm.
I think
I
give
agree.
it a season. If Cam keeps this up, then they'll share the load like a Dame and Giannis. But no, I'd say it's Mikal's.
It's also Ben's team.
Okay, no.
Two-
Mikal Bridges, I agree.
2 points.
Thank you.
2 points.
2 points!
15 rebounds.
Yeah, sure, but 2 points, mate.
He
2
only
points.
took 3 shots that game. He's not going to do much more, right? And that's
But that's
alright.
his choice to not take those shots.
No, because he's letting Cam Thomas put up 45 and Mikal Bridges putting up 31.
And so he should, because they're on.
Yeah. So don't diss him about the 2 points.
But you can-
If his other teammates are on fire.
But that can still happen. He can still get like at least 8.
No, but not with his confidence, which is
Bro, you
okay
keep
based
knocking his confidence.
based off what happens in the past.
You keep
Right.
knocking his confidence, man.
But it will grow. It just you gotta give him some time. And he still had 4 assists. Right. Honestly, I probably would have expected a bit more with Timothy on that much of a hot streak, but it's fine. 15 boards, points out. I'm telling you, he's that guy.
All right, moving on to the Bucks. We had Giannis with 36 and 12 boards and 3 assists, 2 blocks. I mean, I don't have much else to say. That's a Giannis game, mate. That's
pretty much.
the Giannis I want to see.
I'm surprised the Bucks actually won this game with Giannis having 36. Dame only had 21. Like, I know I say only, but like the fact that Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges had 76 points combined, and then Giannis and Dame only had 57. I'm actually surprised that Bucks won.
Well, you had Middleton finally step up and have a decent game. He hasn't been looking great this season.
No.
Obviously, his touches went down, so you're not going to look as good when your touches go down.
Yeah.
But he finally stepped up, and I reckon that's probably has a lot to do with why they won this game, came out on top.
Yeah. Chris Middleton's definitely not in that 21-22 era when they won the chip.
No. But I'm happy to see Giannis getting 36 points. It's good to see him back up there because at the start of the season, I know he's finding his feet with Dame there and, Drew Gordon and stuff, but he needs to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because this, as I've stated, and I will stand by it, this should be his team, and Dame should be behind him.
Yes. I agree with that.
Not to say, like, if Giannis having an off night, Dame takes over. That's what co-stars do, I reckon. But I think Giannis needs to steer the train.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And he did in this game.
Yeah, and
That's
again,
what probably should happen every game, to be honest.
Yeah, especially if they want to make it, because they're a good team, right? Most of us had them making at least to the conference finals. But they needed, like, it's still early days in the season, but they need to sort things out
Yeah.
with
I reckon they'll be
with
fine.
that. I reckon they probably
Yeah.
will. But
Finals bound, to be honest. Sorry. Also, it's I think Middleton should play more of that MPJ role in
Yeah.
Denver, where he's sort of just spotting up.
yeah, catch and shoot guy
Yeah,
type of guy.
4 assists is fine.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I can understand where you come from.
Mm.
No, the East is looking alright. A couple of the teams though, like you've got Philly who are still looking good, even with the loss of Harden, because like Max his last 2 games he's been averaging like 9 assists. He had a 12 assist game and a 10 assist game. Like that's insane. Embiid's looking good. You go across the Celtics, they're still looking insane. Like, and then yeah, you go to the Bucks, they're looking decent, and they're gonna turn it around.
Mm.
So it's pretty good in the East at the moment. The West, I mean, the Grizzlies finally got their first win the other day, but I saw a thing. I think it was yesterday. The Grizzlies are selling tickets for as low as $4.
$4.
That's how bad they're like. That's how down bad they are.
They need
$4
they
for
need
a
John Red
ticket.
back.
They
ASAP.
they're learning their lesson. It's a script, mate. The NBA script.
Well, Triple J's actually like he stepped up since Ja got suspended. I won't lie.
Someone would have to.
Yeah, Marcus Smart's doing jack all. Like realistically, he's just playing some good defense. But yeah, Triple J, Desmond Bain's getting what the odd 15, 20 points.
It was
But
like a 22 points
Yeah.
per game.
and then yeah, Triple J's getting near that triple double every game now. He's looking for that 20, 10, and 10. And I like that from him, especially since he's a decoy candidate. But yeah, Memphis just don't.
Mate,
Yes, they should.
They need Jar back, yes, but they still have other good players and they struggled to win games. Like,
Yeah.
that's just not a good place to be in right now.
Mm.
But, I mean, you look at the Suns as well, they're still injury ridden. Like, when's Bill actually going to play a game, or is he there just to watch?
I think it'll come soon-ish. I reckon in the next couple games, I would hope. But I don't know.
KD's a bucket as well. He's killing it. Yeah, what was it the other day? Like 41?
Yeah, 41, 42, something
Secret
like that.
scorer.
Yeah. He's good to watch when he's on as well.
Now, you're saying that's Devin Booker's team, right? You're not saying that's KD's team, Phoenix.
Well, it's KD's team at the moment because Debo keeps getting injured.
Yeah,
But,
that's true.
but I would say for loyalty reasons, it has to be Devin Booker's team because
agree.
he's been there since the start and he made the super team come to him.
And he's the only player on that on the Phoenix Suns roster who's there from their conference for finals
run, yeah.
finals appearance the other year, which is
No, that's
Wow.
D-Book's team.
yeah, no, that's the thing. But
But I think he shares it well with KD.
yeah,
Like I don't know. To me, they're a good pairing. I like it.
they are gelling quite well. They are giving each other good dimes, and then they're just natural scorers, right? They're just putting up some good shots, and it's just working really well for Phoenix. So add Bradley Beal in that equation. Will he ruin it into the threesome, or will he make it even better? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I really think he'll make it better because to me, we saw when he was playing with John Wall, who said he wants to reunite with Bradley Beal. So if the Suns get John Wall, mate, that's pretty exciting to me. But when he was playing with John Wall, who was in his prime, he wasn't like ball hogging. He took a step back to let John Wall do that. I feel like Beal will play the point guard quite well, and I think it's just whether or not he stays healthy.
I reckon he will off this injury.
I don't know, man.
It depends.
He's like out every third game at the moment. Like, well, not at the moment. He's out every game.
Yeah.
But like, you go back to last season, he was every time he played, he picked up an injury.
Yeah, he needs to manage that somehow. But some team will look alright in the future. They are playing Bowl on many minutes actually. I've been looking at that.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because he's just Wemby basically. He just doesn't have the name Victor Wembanyama. That's all.
Yeah, I think just for what they're doing, like I know they're playing Drew Eubanks as a backup center, which
And he's
is
actually doing pretty
like
well.
he's okay, but I think they can adjust that with Bol minutes. I think they
Yeah.
should, but no one's taking Nurkic starting spot because he fits well with
No, he fits
their
very
team,
well.
their starting lineup. He rebounds, he can score,
Yeah.
he knows when to pass.
He's spacing the floor well. Him and KD are doing. They're a pretty good duo. I've been noticing they've been doing the
Yeah,
nice pick and pops, pick and rolls. They've been working
but no, it'll be interesting to see where they end up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
I don't know my hopes from. As I've said before, I don't like that Suns team. It's just too many scorers, and then the depth. I mean, Bol. I'll be honest, I don't like Bol. I don't. Now, I obviously don't know what these players are doing behind closed doors, right? How hard they're actually working, but I feel like Bol could be a much better player right now if he worked really hard. No, again, I don't know,
gave
but-
him more minutes.
Of course, but minutes earned. I think I saw a video the other day of Gilbert Arenas. I think it was talking about how I think he was saying Bol was like doesn't work hard. He's sorry, right? So, and you earn minutes through practice. You're proving yourself in practice, which makes sense. Like it's a good way to earn minutes. So, I mean, for someone his height, it's such an advantage. He really should be a lot better.
and he does have a good skill set.
He does.
But he
He's
needs
still a
to-
decent player. Yeah.
He needs to. I think he needs his work ethic needs to go up a little.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably seen that mindset of I'm 7'3" or whatever. I
Which
can do
is-
whatever I want.
Which is probably why, like, not saying Drew Eubanks isn't a good player because he's doing well and like he's proven time and time again that he's reliable. But I think at their peak, Bol is a better player. But Drew Eubanks probably wants to be there more.
Yeah. True.
So what you said makes sense. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. So, yeah.